Once again, Philly Cable Dave. Myself, I am a TV box and streaming enthusiast. And all around tech savvy gentleman. I mess with this technology. Ladies and gentlemen, last night I did a live tutorial on mini PC because it's about options. Great show, and I appreciate everybody coming out and watching on the holiday. Let's get at it. Desktop. On the overhead. Guys, right there. Last night, I had this PNY hard drive, solid state drive in there, 120 gigs of space. Today, I got 64 gig. Just Windows installed on here. Last night's tutorial, I showed Windows 10, Prime OS, and I took a jump drive and I booted the Android TV OS. All within this computer. But we're going to start from scratch today. Guys, I have Windows 10 on here. And today I'm going to show you how to install Prime OS operating system, Android Nougat. In the same environment, on the same hard drive, on the same mini PC, which is a M93P Lenovo Tiny Mini PC. This thing got some juice with it. I got it off eBay for a couple of dollars. Let me show you here, guys. Lenovo ThinkCentric M93 SSD i5 4570 T. As you see there to the right, I got it for $102 shipping, 14 bucks 35 cents. I had a $10 coupon discount. Paid up $106.60. I go do my research. Amazon has these devices, these mini PCs, as you see. M93P. Same processor. That's a 90 though, 4590T. Ain't much difference. 209 bucks. Same processor. So when I have i5 4570T, 8 gigs of juice, 128 SSD, no moving parts. I'm into that. Storage is cheap now. And another one, as you see, Lenovo M93P 181. And guys, just for this video, I'm gonna get some storage. 60 gigs. Between 60 and 64 gigs. Sunbow, I checked them out. Got 4.5 stars. Mostly, hopefully it ain't no fake reviews. You know how Amazon is. Anybody be leaving reviews about products. Guys, look at that. It was 13 bucks for 60 gigs. We got a couple of these just to do some tutorials without touching my drives or putting my operating systems in jeopardy. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, to accomplish this task to get Prime OS on this device, we're going to need a jump drive. At least 8 gigs of space on it, free space, nothing else on it. This is a PNY, 16 gigs. I took autofocus off. About 16 gigs, guys. USB, I got a hub there, but you can plug it right to your computer. But most of all, we need some software. We need the Prime OS installation. It's going to make it happen. Guys, this thing called Google here, one of my best friends, makes things happen here. It's a great search engine. People should use this more. Let me go search for it. Prime OS. There we are. Prime OS download. Let's go to the site. Android x86 based OS for PCs and laptops. I'm going to the downloads. We got some options here. We got the classic version, standard version, and the main line. I use the main line. I select it. We got some options here. Windows installer or the ISO image. I tried the installer. Certain PCs hit a problem with the BIOS, secure boot. So I went in raw. I went and got the image. I select that. You click on download. It's going to find the closest server to you. We got Virginia, Germany, Oregon, Portland, the UK. I'm closer to Virginia. I'm from Philly. Start to download. That file is about a gigabit, gig 0.6. All done. 1.6 gigs. I'm going to close that, guys. I'm going to take it back home. We're going to need another piece of software, so we can get that software ISO file onto this empty jump drive, so we can boot into it and install Prime OS on this solid state hard drive, which has Windows already on it. So back to the desktop. Let's search for it. It's called Rufus IE. There's our official site. We need a copy of this. We got Rufus 3.11. Select it. There's the file. Go and download it. It's done. Click close. Guys, let's make this happen. There's my desktop. Go to the download folder. To go Prime OS. I pulled it to the desktop. To go Rufus. You see I downloaded it a couple times. So on the desktop here. There's the image. 2 files, guys. Guys, you need to take your USB jump drive, plug it in. And as you see, it's right there. I'll show you the properties of it. It's in fact, it was 16 gig after you formatted. 14.4 gigabits left. I'm going to key that and close this. Guys, you need to open up Rufus right here. Let's open this software, guys. Say yes. And that's the software. And if you notice, it found the empty USB jump drive already, automatically. Guys, we need to select the image. This file right here, we need to select it. Go to my desktop. There it is. Prime OS mainline 0.45_-3. Select it. Hit open. As you see, it's been selected. Ladies and gentlemen of the community and those who are watching, it's about options, guys. When it comes to the streaming game, there's a whole lot of options out there besides just Android, TV boxes, NVIDIA Shield, TiVo, Fire Sticks. You'll see. Anybody watched that live show last night, you've seen there's options. And this mini PC, 16 gigs of RAM, Intel i5. We got some juice. We got some power. Back to the desktop. Like I said, we have the USB drive selected. We done selected the Prime OS mainline file, ISO, I'm sorry. Keep the default settings there. You don't have to change nothing. It's already labeled. Fat, cluster size. Just hit start. You get this pop-up. Right ISO image mode. Recommended. Hit OK. You get a window that comes up that's telling you anything on that USB drive will be wiped, destroyed. To continue with this operation, click OK. Or quit and cancel. No, we're going to do OK. Now, right now, guys, this is writing the image file to the USB drive that I just selected, put in there. It's writing an image to that USB drive right there. Doesn't take that long, depending on the speed of your PC. This is my AMD Ryzen 5, 32 gigs of RAM, a couple of M.2s in it. And I got a trash drive, I call it the Barracuda, 2 terabytes. Put junk files on. And I push that over to the NASs that's in my home. Network storage devices. It's getting his right on. We have 36.8%. Also depends on how fast the USB drive is. I think that's a 2.0. They was cheap. I think I got about 5 of them. $20. 97.2. Copying iOS whole files onto that USB jump drive. A little patience, get things done. It's about options in the community. For all those who watched my live show last night, much love, respect. I appreciate you. Just trying to get back in the swing of things. I had a little plumbing issue about 2 weeks ago. Flooded my lab. Water and electronics don't mix. I got it shut down. Now I went through the drying process. And I'm good. phillycabledave It's back in the game. A little setback. Just keep God up front. Keep it pushing. That's it. I'm back trying my best to put some content out to show the tubers, cord cutters, content creators that there are options to this thing called streaming, especially in the Android environment. Everybody think you need a streaming device, streaming dongle, Android TV box. You don't. Guys, as you heard that sound, and you see, it says ready. I'm going to close it. I'm going to release it. I'm going to eject it. I don't just pull out jump drives. I don't do that. That ruin them. Guys, you're back at the Lenovo Mini PC. The jump job is prepared. I'm putting a USB port right here up front. There it is. I'm gonna power this baby up, and I'm gonna boot to the USB drive. I'm gonna go to the device. I'm hit F12 to go to the boot. Get to the boot menu, to the BIOS. As you see right there, we got the one SATA 60 gig SSD solid state drive. And we have this PNY USB 16 gigs that we just prepared. I'm going to boot to it. And through Legacy, I'm hit enter. We got some options here. We want to install this to the hard drive. And I forgot a step there, guys. I'm going to come back out. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to boot the Windows first, because I forgot a step, guys. We must make a partition on this hard drive for Prime OS. My apology. Guys, we're in Windows environment. And again, I'm hardwired. I'm connected to the internet. Keyboard, mouse, display port, power. Let's go to the device. Let me show you what this thing got some little juice to it. System about. That is a i5 4570T CPU, Intel i5. 16 gigs of DDR4. This thing got some power. I'm going to go to disk management. And as you see, 59 gigs after it was formatted with Windows. 2 partitions, the reserve and the healthy, in case you run into a problem. And there's that USB drive hanging out waiting. But guys, we need a partition to install this operating system on. I'm going to right click and I'm going to shrink the volume. In this window right here, this is the size of the operating system you want. Usually most devices are what? 16 gigs. But in here, I'm going to put 17000. 17,000 megabits is about 16 and a bit, 16 and a little bit more of storage. And I'm hit shrink. As you see, I got C partition, which is 42 instead of 59. I got an unallocated partition right here. I'm going to right click, simple value, next. It's going to make it the drive letter E, and I'm going to label it. Prime OS. And it's be formatted in NTFS. Doesn't matter, it's going to do its own thing. I'm hitting next. Now it's finished. I got a partition here for the operating system, Prime OS. I'm going to close this out. And guys, I still have the jump drive in there. I'm going to restart the device and boot to that jump drive. Power, restart. You immediately go to your boot key on this device, Lenovo M93P. It's the F12 key. Just keep tapping it until we get this boot menu. And there we are. Guys, as you see, it's selected as SATA and a USB key. You got two options, Legacy and UEFI. You want to use Legacy. Hit enter. We got some options there. We want to install it. Go through its motions. Let me move that cam. Guys, as you see, there's that 16 gigs, and you see, notice it says Prime. I'm gonna hit enter. I'm gonna hit do not format. Select that. Do you want to install bootloader grub? Yes. Windows installer found a Windows partition. Do you want to create a boot? Yes. Now right now, guys, is writing to that partition. So we'll have Windows and Prime OS on that 60 gig solid state drive. The installer is going to create an image to save the user's data. At least 512. Free space is recommended. Are you sure you want to create an image? Yes. Or anything that you have on that operating system in a prime environment won't be saved. Every time you boot to it, it'll be naked. But this way it will what? Save it. Hit yes and enter. You can change the input size, but I'm going to leave it there like I have been. Hit enter again. Creating data image. Window comes up, reboot the OS. Congratulations. Run Prime OS or reboot. First, we need to take the USB drive out. Select reboot. And let us see how we made out. And there we are, guys. They go Windows, Prime OS. Let's select Prime OS. It's loading up for the first time. The first time. And there we are, guys. Welcome to Prime OS. And you know this guy, I'm hardwired. Prime need to know that, or any operating system need to know that the first time. If you're connected to the internet via Wi-Fi or through a Ethernet cable, what we call in the community hardwired. Back to the device. I take my mouse right here, is connected. Proceed. Guys, we got to put some information in here. Well, now, will I allow you to go any farther? Philly. Put a birth date in there. You select the year. I'll make myself 1970. October 8th. Hit OK. You got male, female, other. Okay. I'm a male. We find the time zone East Coast. I'm close to New York. US. We always at the bottom, man. A little option over here to make sure you're right. In the city. Philly. Hit next. License term, agree to it, stroll through it, hit accept. Guys, this is free. FREE. Welcome. Setting up apps. Getting Prime OS ready. Let's start. Guys, that's the interface. We now have Prime OS on this Lenovo mini PC. But Dave, we just seen you install it and remove the jump drive. Can we boot to it? I keep telling y'all, it's Philly. I do things a little different on this channel. Guys, on the keyboard here, the way you get out of that menu is easy. After we restart, I'm going to use this rig to get around the interface. Put this camera there. I'm going to Control-Alt-Delete. Control-Alt-Delete. The menu comes up. Let's restart. It's going to give you some options. Let's go to Windows now. There you are. Back in the Windows environment. All from this one hard drive. And mini PC by who? Lenovo M93P. 16 gigs of memory. Little funky 60 gigs of storage. But no moving parts. You don't hear nothing. Back to the device. Guys. Turn the camera off and I'm going to do what? Let's take it back to Prime OS. Restart the device. No boot keys or nothing. You're going to have options. Sooner restart. Prime OS. Let's select it. It boots right to it, people. Guys, I got my re here. Put this in a USB port. Hope I'm charged, which I'm not. I got enough juice. Put this back on. Oh, I got a little signal now. As you see, guys, I got a little mouse there. I can navigate around this device. As you see, I'm selecting different items. Take the mouse and I'm going to go to the start menu. As you see right there is real light. You can't see it much. But I'm navigating around this device. But guys, I'm not signed in. Let me put an account in here, guys. I go to Chrome. Move that camera there. And I'm going to sign in. So I've got access to the Play Store. Guys, I'm going to put my account information in here and be right back. I don't trust y'all people in the community, man. Y'all too tech savvy. Be all up in my network. Ladies and gentlemen, now that I have my credentials in here, I'm hitting next. Make that full screen. Agree. I don't need to back this up. Accept. Sync all everything I own. And I'm good. Guys, I'm using the mouse right now. Let's get some APKs on here, guys. Now that I have a Chrome account, if I go to the Play Store, I'm good. This is Mini PC environment. And you people, look how snappy this is. I'm going to go to my apps. And my update done. Uh-oh. Just set the storage up right. Should have made the partition bigger. But guys, as you see, Prime OS and the Windows environment. Do one little thing. Do a speed test from the Prime OS environment. Ew, that's nasty. Kilobits. Let's just do a speed test. That's megabits, people. 760 download. Two 06 on the upload. Let's try fast again. This ain't giving no locations. That's what that's about. Google speed test. Let's try that. Speed Nest. No, I ain't installing it. I ain't never heard of Project Streams. Guess it's reading the network. Guys, this tutorial was provided by phillycabledave. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment. And also, guys, I need some feedback. Leave some comments. Also, thumbs up would be great. And also, share my content. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. It's Philly Cable Dave. I do things different over here. Lenovo Mini PC. That's crazy. Got there quick. Guys, for the road. Let's go back to Windows. You know how we do it. Control, Alt, Delete. Let's restart it. And let's go back to the Windows 10 environment. There's Windows. Select Enter. Check the camera off. That's how quick we get to that environment. We're back. They're still setting up drivers or the mini keyboard. The Re is looking for that. Guys, you have a nice one. Again, thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Most of all, be safe out there. Keep your family clique tight. Pandemic out there. Pandemic PC. Windows environment. Android Nougat environment. Be safe out there, people. Keep your family network tight. Don't let no one in it that shouldn't be in it. Anybody want to come see you, tell them to come see you virtually on their Android environment or Windows environment. Skype. Have a blessed day, guys. Peace. I'm babbling. It's Philly.